Well, hello. Andrew Dory here. Little music rant here about the music industry. Uh, Got a hat on today. I'm flipping the bird because this is a hat my mom had that she wore for some wedding she went to. There are little blue birds all over here. Do you see that? The little blue birds. That's why I'm flipping the bird to the so-called music industry at large. Now, I'm not completely going to gripe about every single thing music label because there are some out there that aren't total crap. But this all came up because I got copyright strikes on two different music reactions I did. And one was from Sub Pop. And I went, now, I know you're part of a more major label now, but you know, when I used to work with you guys, you talked to me about your bands and all this kind of stuff. So I checked in with them and never heard back. And so now if I ever have enough views on the thing, there's going to be revenue going to the band, which is all fine and well, but I'll never make anything if I actually ever get subscribers to the amount that I would. But that's not really the issue. The issue is that I was promoting the band. I wasn't doing this to do anything but promote the band, but still they're not communicating with me and whatever. And then the second thing that happened was I did a Bowie cover reaction, and even though David Bowie did sell off his earlier catalog as Bowie bonds in the mid-1990s, making them available to anybody who sold them and then sold them to someone else or gave the rights. There is that side of it, but still getting 2 copyright strikes out of the 4 songs I reacted to, I found to be a little ironic because though they are justified, again, this is promoting these various bands. It was not even the whole song. So what are we doing here? I don't know. I'm getting a little pissed off. So I'm flipping the bird and saying, you know what? The industry makes music sound like a commodity, and music is not a commodity. Music is coming from the heart in general, unless it's just, you know, prefab pop. And I think that's important. So I'm going back to my roots. Yes. Because when I booked bands and when I booked them at clubs and such, I was working with Sub Pop. I was working with different labels and such, and we were doing great stuff. And I booked Primus, I booked Faith No More, I booked Quar, god damn it. Anyhow, so we're going to look at a few independent artists that don't have labels or may have a label, but generally don't, because these are artists that matter. And there's a couple important things that you need to stick around for, so please stick with me. You're going to be happy you did. First off, we have Romeo Void. Had the pleasure of interviewing Deborah Ayal in 2012. And she first sent me this of all the Romeo Void tracks she had, including A Girl in Trouble is a Temporary Thing. Sorry if I didn't do that well. Did my best. She also had released at that time, in 2012, her own independent album, self-released. And she's got amazing talents beyond just music. She is an artist, teaches art therapy. Can't say enough good things about her. By the way, we'll turn it down for copyright reasons, but we'll bring it back up. Up, down. I've got a track from Brian Eno off Lux, which he released some years ago. And hey, Brian Eno, can't go wrong with Eno, in my humble opinion. Here's another release, self-released, Philip Peters. He's in SoCal. I am biased a bit because we did go to junior high together, but he has a really interesting combination of albums that he has released, and he continues to do a lot of music, a little ethereal, maybe a little tinge of gothic. You know, it's his own style. That's the thing. You don't want to put some label on it when you don't get expectations of one thing or another either. It's there's so much music out there. Don't try to pigeonhole it. That's all I'm saying. As big labels try to do. Oh, and part of the reason they're doing this is they were late to the party on the internet, you know? They weren't making the revenues, so that's part of this. Back to the indies. We got the Elizabeth Kill, self-released. They're no longer together, but I am in touch with this man, Corey Mansk. He's got a new band, and they're going to be releasing something later this year, so we'll be talking, and that'll be fun. This band just cracks me up. It's a self-burn CD. They're just called Filth Milk. Sticker there. And then the final one here is Super Geek League with Rainbow. No, Peppermint Rainbow, and I just love this. All genres are welcome here, by the way. There are other labels besides some of the indies that I'm talking about right now. SST, Posh Boy, what was another one? Cruise, all out of SoCal. You'll see. You'll hear about it. If you don't know those labels already. More independent stuff. Here's another one. Maximum Rock and Roll radio show, still on. KPFA up here, I believe. Not so quiet on the Western Front, saying, if punk rock is dead, what the hell is this? Right? This is on Alternative Tentacles, Jello Biafra's label. DKs happen to be on here. Dead Kennedys, Flipper, Whipping Boys, Dead Cops, or Million Dense Chickens, or whatever you want to call it, and a lot of other local bands too. So this, what the hell is this? The second part is, good question. 4 answers to this. Info on all the bands and a prize-winning essay on the punk scene to date. See the lavishly produced magazine inside. And I got it. Still got it. It's on newspaper stock. It's lavish. Is that not lavish? In those days, it was. I mean, come on. We got pictures. All right. Last one. Dot 3. Okay? I managed this band for a few years. You might have heard that before. This also independent label, All Ball, created by CeCe Weeks and also Tom Herman of Tripod Jimmy and Per Ubu, guitar player. Oh, good Lord. If you haven't checked him out, I'm going to put a link below with Per Ubu. Good. Maybe Tripod. Great guy. Anyhow, I'm digressing. All Ball, though, interesting backstory to that. Anybody remember Coco the gorilla who learned to sign and such? Project that I believe originally came out of Stanford University. Anyhow, Coco got a kitten and named it All Ball. So, therefore, All Ball. But again, if not for an independent label, this album would have never even existed. And what's important about Dot 3 right now? Well, let me tell you. They have a website up. Okay, we might be a little late to the party, but we're here. And the website is simply dot3music.com. I'll put the link below, but it's dot 3, numeric 3, because that's the band, right? Dot3music.com. There you'll see videos of live shows that really cool. You may not have caught any of that stuff. Eric Burdell has been just a tireless guy throughout their career of getting stuff live that otherwise we would not have, including their reunion from 2011. So, yeah, dot3music.com for video, audio, flyers, and even a community page to discuss all things music, Dot 3 and beyond. So here's one of my big announcements. It's kind of the biggest announcement. Due to the fact that I just decided, you know what, I'm going back to my roots with independent music. I've had it with this nonsense with the big labels. You know, they've got bots out there all over the place, and getting ad claims on stuff when I have so few subscribers is just annoying. You know, I don't want people coming and watching my stuff and getting an ad. So yeah, I'm going to be working with Asian Man Records. This is an old little, you know, insert that they sent to me. Back in 2005, obviously, Screeching Weasel, Bruce Lee Man, there's, you know, Bruce Lee Man, there's a CD. They're out of the South Bay, Silicon Valley. Mike Park is somebody who I've known for some time. He is the owner of Asian Man, and he's got some really great new bands on there. And I sent him a little email saying, hey, can we, and he said, thumbs up, you've got my blessings. So you know what? Between him and Oxbow, I've got to start. I'm going to keep working on it. Screw those other guys. They can take care of themselves. Did I already mention? I know I did. Dead Can Dance. Not Dead Can Dance. Address the dead. Anyhow, so there's that. Last part of this, and if you are a music fan and use Spotify, or a musician and use Spotify, I think this is really important for you. So I'm going to take a little sip here. So I can say this without the dry mouth kicking in. On Spotify. Recently watched a piece from a very reputable source, I'm going to put the link in that below too, about Spotify. If you didn't know already, Spotify takes right off the bat 30% cut of any artist who has their music up there. That's a big cut. You know, 20% used to be the standard on an agent or a manager to take, and that was kind of high. So 30% is just... So we got that. That gives general artists reasonably, on average, according to this source, and I believe them, about $11 a month. And who can survive on that? But part of the problem with Spotify is that there are people out there who have phone farms. And what this does is a song, simply one song can go up. Phone farm can be set up with various VPNs so they can be, switching their IPs all the time, and up to 30 seconds and beyond equals a total listen, okay? So there are people who are just phone farming their listens over and over and over again, getting to the top of the algorithm, pushing all the other musicians down. One guy literally made $93,000 in a month from one song. Not really even a musician. Phone farms. And Spotify going to try stopping this? Why would they? They're getting revenue. So keep that in mind when you're checking out streaming services and that. Maybe do the band a favor if you really like something and make sure you're buying their product, their music, their product. See, I sound like the fucking industry. Tired of this lingo. Anyhow, yeah, give the band a chance. Do something for them. Go to the band site and get a nice t-shirt. It's much more fun. So that's my rant. Stick around because Asian Man is going to be coming up. I'm so excited. Rocking my desk. Working on the background. What do you think? Getting better? Look, I got warped up 45s. Those are, they were sitting in the window for a long time. I'll probably be adding more. They're warped. Like me. Hey, last thought. Long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's true. It's true. So support that local music. Come back next time if you want to subscribe. I'd love that because I really need to get that number up. And that's it. So Andrea Dory saying, thanks for watching. Love you lots. Hope you love music as much as I do. I'm out.